Hi everybody, welcome to Walker's Guide and welcome to day 15 of 30 Days of Wild. We're halfway through and today it's another tree. It's a rather special tree. This tree at one point, and still kind of sometimes is, was known as the Venus of the Woods, but we know it better as the ash. One of the UK's largest number of trees, although also at the moment most at-risk trees. It is believed that up to a third of British woodlands are made up of ash. Its ID point is that beautiful bark, brown, fissured, but not deep fissures, and its leaf. Its leaf is a compound leaf made up of individual leaflets, that's these ones here, with an end terminal leaf that points out, and small serrations. They're nothing like the ones we saw on the sweet chestnut. The other big ID point, especially in the winter, is its buds. They look like they've been burnt or blackened. Those blackened buds lead to another one of its common names or colloquial names, which is the sooty bud tree, because it's got buds that are sooty. It's not a hard one to work out. Its Latin or scientific name is Fraxinus excelsior. Excelsior meaning king, because the wood was used to make shafts of spears, and the king's spear needed the strongest shaft. Or at least that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. The ash's seeds hang like keys. They're bunches of keys, and they're known as keys. In Scandinavia, it's known as the tree of life due to it having some healing, or believed to have some healing abilities. And in the UK, it was used as a building wood because it's incredibly tough. But its main use has always been for things like tool handles. A billhook or a shovel would often have an ash handle. An axe, almost always. In America, hickory. Over here in the UK, it's ash. It's so strong, so good for it. For oars as well. The ash is our only native member of the olive family. All our other native trees are members of the rose family. So when I talk about family, I'm talking about above genus. So we have things called the orders taxonomy, and you've got kingdom, phylum, order, genus. There's a few I've missed out there intentionally, and you've got family. Family is Rosea for most of our trees, and for the which is rose, but for the ash it's the olive family. So unlike the Scots pine we looked at yesterday, the ash tree is dioecious. Dioecious means that each tree has its own gender. You get male trees and female trees, although occasionally you will get male and female trees in one with ash, but they'll have male and female branches. So I'll have a male branch and a female branch with their own flowers. Very rare, but does happen. But that's why this tree has absolutely no seed pods, but the one just down here is absolutely covered with them. Now these seed pods are very similar to the sycamore or the field maple, where they have individual little seeds with little leaflets that helicopter down. They have been used for a food source. You can crack them open, and supposedly they're a bit like peas, but also they can be pickled. The ash currently though is under a lot of stress from a fungi called Hymenocyclus fraxinus. The reason I'm having to read that is when I learnt about it, it was called Chalara fraxinus, and it basically causes the tree to lose all its leaves. Now there is some hope that there will be some of our beautiful ashes that will grow and be immune to it. However, that will take time to find, and that's something that we don't have with these beautiful trees that can grow up to 400 years old. Because if our woodland is made up of these and they die, what takes its place? Whilst I hate to end a video on a sombre note like that, there are things that we can do. For one, we can support the charities and organisations that are doing research into the fungi. The Woodland Trust is growing woodlands and are surveying and checking up what's going on. The forest research organisations are out there seeing what's going on. So if you see it, report it, and you'll know it. The top half of the tree will be dead and the bottom half will be trying to grow out with what we call epicormic growth. That's growth that comes from the bark, but we'll talk about that when we see some. But that is day 15. That is the beautiful ash tree.